everybody. See who's all in here today. Tiger Backwoods. Hello, Cameron Lee, Puka Scotty, Spaniel JM, Bufo, Chris Kane, Styles Beats, Geo the Genius, ISO Dope Beats, Eighth Life, Cinnamon OG. Hey, everybody. Beat Duca 1107 ADC. I hope I said your name right. Hello, welcome. I think this is the first time I'm seeing you in here. Z Beta 03, Quantize, OSO or Oso Sean, Stereo Lifts. You guys, some of your names just be throwing me for a loop. I don't know, man. How's everybody doing today? Thank you for joining the chat. Happy Friday. I couldn't think of a better way to end off the week than with the listening room and with y'all. Consiglia's Cloud9, D Right Beats, official K Rose. Yo, I want to shout out everybody that's here. I want to preface this, y'all. I'm a little sick, so if I start coughing, I sound a little nasally. Please be nice to me because I'm just trying to get better. Welcome back to the listening room. I'm Tia. I'm the music opportunities manager here at BeatStars. This show was created to highlight the artists that we've partnered with for opportunities for the BeatStars community. So if you're unaware of what kind of opportunities we run alongside other contests on the platform, we also offer opportunities for you to submit beats to artists, remix their songs, and more. So if you haven't had the chance to check those out, please head over to www.beatstars.world, hover over the opportunities tab, and explore because you never know what you might be missing. Today, we are hanging out with artist and producer KTOE, who is all the way from Toronto. He's not in Toronto right now, but he's from Toronto. And we hosted one of the craziest beat submissions in BeatStars history with him. So I'm really excited for y'all to get to know him today. So with that being said, can everybody kindly give him a round of applause in the chat? KTOE, you ready? All right. Hey, there you go. Oh, you got to unmute yourself. You're on mute.
What up?
Hello, KTOE. Welcome to BeatStars, the listening room, all of that. Thank you for joining us today. I'm really excited to have you on. There's a lot I want to talk to you about, and I'm really grateful that you're here because I know that you're taking a little resting time. But with that being said, I'm just really grateful for your incredible energy that I know you're going to bring to all of us today. So,
man, I appreciate you having me, man. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to have fun right now, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it up.
So my first question always is, what is your earliest memory of music?
I mean, my dad always made music because, like, he always, like, what's it called, DJs and shit, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, as a kid, I was always around that energy. I was always watching my dad DJ. So it's like, you play all the records, and I'll just be right there. He'd be holding me while he's DJing and spinning, right? So I'm just like, that's my earliest memory. I don't know, like, what age, but maybe it's like 5, 6 years old type there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna say what up to the people right quick. Sorry, what's going on? How y'all feeling, man? I'm sorry. I'm seeing people say what up. I don't know the names. Enemy the beat maker. What up?
Yeah, feel free to talk to whoever you want. That's what the chat is for. Everybody in the chat is super lovely people, good people. So, we'll be here all hour. As a little aside, I saw in another interview, you said that your first album that you ever got was the Soulja Boy Tell 'Em. It was one of my first. Do you remember any tracks? Like, what was the standout track for you?
I mean, I can't even lie. I can't even remember. But every song was good, and every song kind of be cranking that Soulja Boy every single time. So, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I like to simply remember, like, Donk or, like, Ya. Like that Ya Trick song.
Yeah, Trick, yeah. Yeah, Trick, yeah. That's my shit.
So being that your dad was a DJ, I think you had mentioned in another conversation that he played a lot of like soca and stuff like that. And you were living in the West End of Toronto. You mentioned that a lot of people you were around growing up were listening to music that was a little bit left of what you're making right now. Like,
yeah.
How was that blend of soca or reggae culture and EDM culture? How has that influenced the music that you make today?
I mean, even with the music I make today, it's always outside the box. I always try to be different, right? So it's like, being in two different cultures, like I was just like I listen to EDM, I listen to like instrumentals, and then I go back to home and it's like dad's playing soca reggae. It's just like I kind of got a vast sound. Like all the music I listen to is all over the place, right? So it's
Yeah.
like that's how I keep it. Like I just like to, you know what I mean? Like just listen to different music, and it's like I never want to put myself in a box with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
And you're both a producer and an artist. So
yeah.
was production your first love?
It's always production. Like whenever I listen to music, it's always the beat first. Like I gotta hear the beat first. The beat makes me feel a way. I just feel as if like what music on me, like as an artist, is like my voice complements the beat every single time. Like you know what I mean? I want to make a hard beat. Can I swear on this or what is going on? Like no.
You gotta say what you gotta say.
I just want to make sure that even if I slip up, you know what I mean. But what's it called? If I make a hard ass beat, I want to make sure that my vocals just kind of complement it to like if it's like a 9 to 10 beat, my vocals give it that 1% to give it that 10 out of 10 sound. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
really what it is.
What initially drew you to production? Like I know that you're saying that the beat has always drawn you in, but as far as you creating, what drew you to want to be the creator of what you're hearing?
I don't know. I mean, from a kid, like I'd go on like Google, search for beat making games, beat synchronizing games, and then I don't know. I just feel as if like it just came to me. Like I don't know. I don't really think too hard about music. It's just like whenever I go on the program to make beats, I just let it come. It comes to me, bang, make the beat, and that's really what it is. You know what I
A lot,
mean?
a lot of people in the chat, I'm gonna get to it before y'all do because I know you always ask. They will ask, what is your program of choice? What did you first learn in order to make music?
I mean, I was on Pro Tools. Like it's crazy. Like I was making beats on Pro Tools because that was the only thing that we had, right? My
Mm.
dad had a little studio set up, and it was Pro Tools. But one of my homeboys came over and taught me how to use FL Studio, and then ever since that time, I fell in love with the program, and I was like, "That's me right there. I'm gonna work on FL Studio."
Were your parents, or specifically your dad, were they encouraging of you being a creator?
Yeah, yeah. They always told me like, "Be who you want to be."
Mm.
I always tell them like, "Yo, I'm gonna make music." And they gotta accept it for what it is, though. Regardless, you know what I mean. I'm making music, whatever you tell me.
Yeah, man. I think that's beautiful because a lot of people don't have that same experience, especially when it comes to like Caribbean parents. They're like, yeah, 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 you could do whatever you want, but you got to go to college or you got to do like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's really awesome. You had mentioned that at the time when you had like just started out, and you were creating your beats, some artists that you were collaborating with thought that your music was too futuristic, to
Yep,
where you decided to start rapping on your own beats. So was
yep.
this a turning point for you in becoming an artist, or was that always in the cards for you?
Yeah, on some real, like I was always making beats in high school, and it's just like the mans were like hood mans, so I'm just like, but I was making like some futuristic, like KTOE type sounds, so I'm just like, I'll go back to them like, yo, I got a pack for you, and they'd be like, oh, like this don't sound like me, like you gotta make this, and I'm like, yo, I was hearing that every single time. I'm like, I ain't dealing with this no more, man. Let me just do my own thing. Let me just go vibe out, you know what I'm trying to say. But I was always making music. I was always dabbling with artistry, so I just like it wasn't a thing like where it's like it was gonna happen regardless. You know what I mean?
Mm. Now, how do they feel? Because obviously, like your career is growing and the beats that
Yeah.
you're making are working for you. So, do you have conversations like with those people, like, look at you thought like you slipped, you
Nah,
out.
it ain't. It ain't even like a you thought. It's like a damn. I see you, boy. I see you. I'm like I appreciate you, man. We started from the top. I'm sorry. We started from the bottom, and it's now you see me. Like you know what I'm trying to say. Not to say like I'm anything like crazy, but like people see me grow. People see me flourish, and they're like, yo, like I love to see you grow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. How do
Yeah.
you balance your two crafts? I can imagine that, focusing on your own artistry while also trying to provide support to other people's sounds can probably be a lot to manage.
But with me, it's just like I said, it's kind of finding a balance. Like sometimes I'll allocate like maybe a month. I'm gonna lock in the producer mode. I'm gonna get my sound right. I'm gonna make sure I send out to everybody, and that's like a month after that we in tour mode. You know what I mean? We vibing out. We being artistry. So it's just like for me, I'm still like dealing with the balance. You know what I'm trying to say? But we working on a solution. We working on plans, and we just kind of trying to make life easier for me. Just kind of balance both the worlds.
What would you say is the most helpful part of your process in balancing or even creating that you think that other, artists or producers should also tap into in terms of managing their schedules?
I mean, yeah, just making a schedule to be honest. Like it just like okay, so it's like Monday to Sunday. Like we gonna take like half the week. We gonna do artistry. We gonna make songs. We gonna, you know what I'm saying. We gonna lock in. We gonna do the content. We gonna do the TikTok. We gonna do all this and then second week. I mean the other part of the week we gonna make beats. We gonna send out. You know what I'm trying to say. Just I think just finding a schedule that works for me and balancing in both the worlds of an artist and a producer.
Mm-hmm. And then when it comes to the business standpoint of it, like, are there any key things that you think that producers or artists should be aware of or have locked in outside of, building a schedule? Like, any tips for that? Because you are
Business in terms of like what, like in terms of like
like marketing tactics, or building a team, like anything, any
yeah,
suggestions?
no. I feel as if like build a team that you love, like people around you that believe in you, like you know what I'm trying to say. Everyone around me right now, and this even in this house, they believe me. That's why they're here in the middle of nowhere because we want to all flourish, and everyone sees me as like a, we could actually do this, right? That's
Right.
really what it is. And when it comes to like even just like business, like just stay consistent and just market yourself every day. You know what I'm trying to say. That's how I really feel.
I know for sure you're definitely a very active participant as far as, putting yourself out there, which I think is fire. But when did
Yeah,
you know that you were ready for a team? What was the moment you're like, damn, like I need to have somebody behind me on this?
I mean. Low key, like, management reached out. You know what I'm trying to say? Management got me right. Shout out to everyone part of management. And it's just like, I feel as if, a team is super important, even when you're making music. Because, like, sometimes as a creative, you're down, and then people around you, they lift you up to bring you right back to where you need to be. So it's like a team is super important.
Hmm.
Super, super important.
Absolutely. I think,
Yeah.
you are lucky enough to have those people that support you, and it's really cool because obviously you show them a lot of love and have a lot of respect for them. So it's
Hell
an
yeah.
ecosystem and it's working for you. Um,
Appreciate it.
So Rebirth is your latest offering, which was released shortly after Facelift. And I noticed something between the two projects, right? So with Rebirth, correct me if I'm wrong, but you produced this entirely on your own. And you only included two features from other Toronto legends, Jazz Cartier and Young Tory. But then with
Yep.
Facelift, it was featureless, and you have
Yeah.
collaborations as far as production goes. So was that intentional? Like, what was the reasoning behind that?
Honestly, like it wasn't intentional. It's just like, rebirth. It's at that time it felt right to put the features on.
Mm.
And even for facelift, people were like, "Yo, no features." People was hitting me up. Even some of the legends that you even spoke about, like, "Yo, you don't want to feature in that joint?" I'm like, "Nah, man. I just want to keep it all on me." Like that's how I'm feeling right now. I was feeling like I just wanted to prove to the world, like, like I can make a body of work by myself. Even though I love everybody, I want to make a body of work that could just be on me type thing.
For sure. And I think it's really fire too, because you have the opportunity to present yourself across so many different fronts, whether it is production or it is, as far as music goes, um,
Yeah,
and dabbling with how much of yourself you get to show within those projects is really fire. What made
for
Tori
sure.
and Jazz the right people for features on this project, and how did those come to be?
I mean, they're the homies, and it's like whenever we make music, it just feels genuine. It feels love. You know what I'm trying to say? Whenever we go to the studio, I play them a song. They play me a song. It's just automatic. Like, yo, I'm on that. Let me get on that. Yo, let me get that beat. So it just felt right. Type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And
Yeah.
then when it comes to the collaborators that you work with production wise on Facelift, like, do you have any, um like, what do you look for as in terms of collaborating with a producer, and do you have any favorite memories in terms of building any specific songs off of Facelift?
Also, Mel said it just off the vibe. Like, man, I make music. I experience life, and it's just like everyone that sent me beats was just my vibe for facelift. And just like, yo, I was going through this. That beat stood out for that moment, and I hopped on it one time. I'm like, yo, I need that beat. Let me get that beat. So it was. Yeah.
So for those just tuning in who may not be familiar with your music, between the two projects, I want you to pick one song off of each project that you think they should start with if they want to get a feel for the vibe. So we'll start with Rebirth. What song would you recommend?
I definitely recommend touring.
Touring.
Touring for sure, because I mean that vibe, that energy. Like if you don't know who Kato is and you play touring, you be like, okay, like I understand what he's trying to do over here.
Hmm.
So yeah,
If I can lend one, I'm gonna share one as well for Rebirth. I
yeah.
think that I would tell people to listen to No Baker. I have so
No
much
Baker.
that song.
Nah, no Baker's a vibe. No Baker's a vibe.
It literally makes me smile when I hear it. It makes me like I really fuck with it. What about Facelift? What's the first track that you would say people should start with for Facelift?
I can't lie to you. I would say Birkin. I like Birkin. Like it's one of my favorite songs on Facelift. It's like the energy just feels right. Like I'm all about energy. So it's like if you don't know who I am and then you go to these tapes, I want you to listen to the energy song first, right? So it's like Birkin just feels right to listen to.
Sorry, I muted myself. Yeah, I agree. And then I would even throw in, I mean, this was Facelift was like my first introduction to you, right? And I think the
Yeah.
song that I absolutely fell in love with was Yellow Coupe. You just sound so good in that song. Like it's just there's bravado in it, and there's just like this particular energy. I really, really love that track. I don't know if you're open to it, but I'd love to play a little bit of the Birkin music video if you're cool.
Of course. Let's do that out.
So let me pull this up right now, y'all. I have it like loaded.
MLG, the beat maker, Tori is a classic. I appreciate you, man. It is a classic. Definitely a classic.
Amazing. Hold on a sec. Let me fix this screen for y'all so that you could see.
Grateful for good vibration. The six is in the house. Yep, the six is really in the house, man.
Yes, sir.
It's okay, Rose. Flow naturally. Hell yeah.
I want to play a little bit of this just so people get an idea of who you are, Kato, because you're so funny.
100%. 100%.
Do it.
I acted in the video right here.
Cat! That was terrible! Terrible, I say! I saw no whining! I saw no grinding, and don't even get me started about the lack of shining! You! No passion! You! No fashion! What is this? And you, Kato. From the top, once more.
Work it. This is a Kato beat.
Wanna get up out your feelings and get in that. Pussy live fat back, shut it grip back. I think that she deserve a X-Man, big man, bigger please hit me back when she on my work it. She a bad bitch, yeah she need a Birkin. In that pussy drop like we fucking cursive. Can't even talk to her, know you niggas nervous. She don't even wanna talk unless she's about to drop that ass on me, watch that pussy plummet. Kato got the shot girls going crazy in public. Y'all niggas peek, sip like at the summit. Pedestal, I only put money above it. If she low to the cause I'm a fucking one, blow some racks. I'm detail oriented, I hope the nails match. One time she went to all white guy and took ass. Split profit with me, what you dumb niggas, you split Zans. I got P-I-M-P energy. You chase thoughts and build the legacies. Your girl top 10 is a list with 10 of me. Confess a love, offer 2 shots of Hennessy. Like, damn, bitch. Fuck. Wanna get up out your feelings and get in that. Pussy live fat back, shut it grip back. I think that she deserve a X-Man, big man.
You gotta be jamming out right now.
I'm gonna stop it there because if you want to see the rest of it, and I highly suggest y'all go watch the rest of the video.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
But I just really wanted people to get a vibe for you because I think like you bring that energy across so many different levels.
100%.
On the recording, but to see it in a music video is completely different. So back into the interview, all of your work is kind of genre bending in a way that you play with a lot of different elements as far as hip hop goes. And I think that, you know, we can contrast songs even like No Baker or Holy Ghost, right? If you get one word that describes your sound across all fronts, what would it be? And I'm going to say, you can't say fire, you can't say hard, you can't use those words. I want something.
One word that describes my sound?
Yeah.
Majestic.
Wow. That is amazing.
Majestic, you know what I mean?
I love that so much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh. All right. Well, I want to talk a little bit about your character as well. We could talk about the music all day, obviously, but one of the things about you, even just in line with the music video that we just showed, you are so charismatic, you're so playful, you're funny through your lyrics, your music videos, and particularly how you're willing to communicate with the people who show you love, because not a lot of artists are willing to do that in general. Like I said, I had met you when you released Facelift, and something I will literally always remember and like hold to my heart. I sent you a message to congratulate you, and then the next day you sent me back this like minute-long voice note thanking me for showing up, thanking me for my feedback, all this such nice things to say to somebody. So why do you think keeping those lines of communication open is important for you and your
I
family.
mean, at the end of the day, like, you know, we all start from somewhere. It's not like I started off like sweeping floors at the studio, you know what I'm trying to say? So at the end of the day, like, you know, what's going up, I'm going up. It's just like I'm just grateful for everyone to be a part of this journey and everyone that's like, you know, like just even tuning in and just supporting, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like everyone that says, Kato, I love your music, I have to reach out and reach back and be like, yo, I appreciate you the most. Cause this is like at the end of the day, like we all start from somewhere, you know what I'm trying to say? And like people are really tuning in and like enjoying the music, I have to reach out. Like, come on. Like it's always love on my side, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Like you are honestly the only person who's ever done that. And it's not to say that everybody has to do it, and some people really might not be comfortable with it, but I think it works for you so well. And like that's a huge reason why I'm able to even connect with you now on this level, because it's just like, yo, you're a good guy. Like you're a human.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Do you have any favorite memories that come from similar exchanges with people, or do you have a fan message that's always stuck with you that you might be willing to share?
No, I mean, I get messages all the time, but like I can't lie to you. Recently, someone sent me a message like, "Yo, I've been listening to your music for like 4 years, bro." And then he see me in Calgary, and like, "Yo, I finally see you in Calgary perform," and it's like, damn, like to think about it, like, damn, I'm a dude from Toronto, like you know what I'm trying to say, and it's like I go to Calgary and people are waiting to see me on stage. It's just like, damn, like this shit is really the real type thing, you know what I mean? And it's like I know we do this every single day, we vibe out, but it's just like the fact that I can go to another city in Canada or another, you know, part of Canada. And it's like people are really waiting to see me on stage. I'm like, yo, this is a surreal moment for me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And I think
Yeah.
you're only going to get crazier experiences like that in further and foreign countries as you go. So
Yeah.
you're good.
I don't. Sorry. I don't call people fans. I call people supporters. Everyone that's riding with Kato, man, I love you the most. If you want to reach out to me in a personal DM, man, I'm sending back every message. I love everyone that's supporting me to the day I go out. You know what I mean?
Amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that about you so much. And even in line with this, which is perfect segue, we hosted that beat submission with you. And it was one of the most well-received beat submissions we've had to date. And we've been running these for months, right? And I think that, yes, yes. I think that the reason for why it was so successful is that you were just online responding to people. You were posting videos, thanking folks for submitting, so much to the point where I know even your management team was getting hit up, right? So what was that connection to those producers like for you? Because I know that you were probably getting love from really across the globe.
Nah, it was. Nah, it was super dope, man. Just like people reaching out, like I'm getting voice notes of people speaking a different language. And I'm like, yo, telling people, how do we translate this? Because I want to talk to everyone back and be like, I want to show everyone love. You know what I mean? But it's just like, it's super dope to just be a part of that and be like, damn, like it's really real. Like, you know, the submissions was crazy. And it's just like the fact that everyone really tuned in and wanted to get a song with Kato and just let me listen to the beats. Like, I'm so happy. I'm so grateful that everyone really did that for me. You know what I mean?
For sure. And now, as a result of this, you can go on BeatStars, you can search your name, and there's actually tons of beats that show up tagged for you. So it's crazy. It's honestly crazy. How does it feel to know that people are now, you know, interested in making beats with you in mind as an artist, even though you can really create them yourself, but there's actual producers that are like, damn, like this is a track that I could hear Kato on. How does that feel?
T, I gotta tell you one thing, man. Before I started making music, one goal of mine was, yo, I just wanted to see one Kano type beat on YouTube or something. You know what I'm trying to say? So the fact that like I'm really going on BeatStars, I'm going on YouTube and I think Kano type beat, I'm complete. I feel good. I feel great. We got Kano type beats now. It's amazing. You know what I mean?
Oh, that makes my heart so happy. And I'm really glad that this was something that we could, you know, facilitate kind of checked off that little dream for you.
Now we got it out.
How do you feel? Like, I know you've probably listened to some and heard some. How does it feel for you? Like, I know you're excited that it's checked off this goal for you, but
100%. Now I've been tuning into the beats, so I'm like, damn, like that person really kind of studied the little Birkin sauce and they kind of did a little something crazy. They listen to 50 grand. They're like, wow, like I can get a little horn or something like that joint. And they try to make a Kato type sauce, and I'm like, yo, I love that shit. I really love that though. Everyone that makes a Kato type beat, I've listened to every single one. Don't even get a slip. Every single Kato type beat, I've listened to every single one. No cap.
I love that, Kato. I'm so glad that you got that exchange out of it, because we were so happy to host you, but just to see the result of that, like, I have to be honest, like, I really, in every other beat submission, I don't see that. So just to see the reaction to you and that connection to you is really, really beautiful and very special. So congratulations.
Man, no, I can't lie. Shout out to BeatStars, shout out to Tio, man. Y'all made that off the bucket list. You checked it off. I'm like, thank God we made it happen, man. You got me dancing right now. You got me vibing right now.
Oh, that's amazing. So I guess with that being said, when it comes to production that doesn't come from you, what are you generally looking for in a beat?
I mean, yo, we just need a banger, to be honest, man. You know, I make my own beats, but I love listening to other people's beats. You know, like I'm just all about the music. I'm all about the vibes. Like, you know, when I hear that beat and it sounds good, man, it's if it sounds better than my beat, I'm hopping on that joint. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, this is music. This is like energy. Put that beat on, play that motherfucker, and it's like, yo, I'm on that. I'm on that. Okay, that's how it really is.
Amazing. Yeah, I feel you. I guess we can kind of pivot to this a little bit. As I mentioned at the top of the interview, you're taking a mini break right now. You just hit the Canadian run with Bolson. You hit Montreal, Toronto, Calgary, Edmonton. You're playing Sound Festival next week, which is being headlined by Ty Dolla $ign and CK. Europe in a few weeks. So let's talk about tour life and what has life been like for you, you know, being outside of like the studio, away from being behind the boards. You're on road, you're connecting with fans. Tell me about, you know, the experience.
Nah, it's super dope, man. I'm just learning. As I go through, I'm learning. I'm learning about myself, to be honest. You know what I'm trying to say? We was locked down for like 2 years. So it's like, you know, I'm going back outside. I'm interacting with people again. And I'm just like, yo, every day, every show is a learning experience. And I'm just happy to be in the moment, you know, and see the people, see the fans, people reaching out after the shows and being like, yo, I love your music. I got a little shirt to support you. Like, everything is just super dope. And I'm learning as I go, you know what I mean? But everything is amazing to this point.
What have you learned about yourself so far on tour?
What have I learned about myself, man? I just learned that, you know, what I really learned about is like, to have a successful tour, you have to have people around you that really care about you, that you know, that wants you to see you good. Because I think the day, my team, after every show, we talk. What could Kato do better? What could Kato, you know what I'm trying to say? And it's like those things are super important because they're watching from the outside and they're making sure that I go on stage and be that star boy that I know that I am, right? So just like that's what I learned, and the people that are around me, I appreciate them the most. You know what I mean?
So from show one to the last show that you've done, where do you think most improved?
Yeah, just go on that stage and honing that stage. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Go on that stage. Let me stand up one time. Go on that stage and be like, I'm him. See that chain?
Period.
I'm him. I'm going on that stage to turn the fuck up. You feel me?
Oh my God.
That's really what it is. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And then just in line with that, we all know rest is important. A lot of people don't tap into like taking care of themselves and stuff. I know you're in Colombia right now. You're up in the mountains. I wish I could be there. What does rest look like for you? How are you taking a break? And how does that impact your creativity or your inspiration?
Listen, I advise everyone to take time for themselves. If it's like go in the mountains, you know, go take a walk, take care of that body of yours. You know what I'm trying to say? You have one body, you know what I'm trying to say? Drink that water, meditate. I meditate, you know what I'm trying to say? Clear your mind. Everything you gotta do to clear your mind. If it's a walk, if it's like drink water, if it's a meditate for 10 minutes, please just take some time out of the day to get your mind right, because that's the most important thing I feel. You know what I'm trying to say? And we in the mountains right now. I've been meditating. I've been putting my feet in the grass. I've been shirt off, taking in the sun in my body. Like, I gotta get right. You know what I'm trying to say? That's really what it is.
Can you show us the view? Because I know you got one.
Yo, you want to see the view one time? Huh? All right. Hold on. Yo, I'm gonna take the laptop. If you see, you see. If you don't, then you don't.
Okay.
Can you see that jump? Like, we really in the mountains right now. I don't know. If I could see that jump, but
I can see. Look at all the oxygen you get up there.
we literally in the mountains right now, like in the middle of nowhere in BC, like straight like that, just trees and just mountain and just views.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous of you, Kato, for real.
That's really the vibe right now.
So now, when break time is over, what's next for you? Do you have any releases coming?
Yeah, we got a song coming. I don't know if I can say a lot, but we got a song coming soon, and it's gonna be a vibe. Like, I'm ready to drop the music. I haven't dropped the song since Facelift or Rebirth. Sorry, Rebirth, the mixtape. But I'm ready to drop a song. I'm ready to vibe out. I'm ready to see the people's reaction. And it's gonna be dope.
Will you be premiering the track while you're performing, or are you gonna? It's just gonna drop, and then we just have to wait for that.
Yeah, I don't know yet. We haven't even spoke about with management, but we might be at Safe and Sound and do the song. We might be in Europe and do a little preview. You know what I mean? Whatever the vibe is right.
I feel you.
Yeah.
And also, a little birdie told me you have some merch coming.
Hell yeah.
Tell us about the merch and how does that blend in with everything else that you're doing right now?
I mean, shout out to the people that take care of my merch. I love y'all. The merch looks fire. We got t-shirts, cassettes, vinyls. What else we got? Huh? We got, the pre-rolls, cake pre-roll. And we got everything going on, man. Everything just looks perfect. I'm excited. I'm happy. If you want to get a shirt, we got a Shopify link coming soon. If you want to support Kato, man, we signed away and all that good stuff.
Absolutely. We dropped your Instagram handle in the chat. Let me pin it again so y'all can go follow him so you could comment,
me, man.
Turn your notifications on so you don't miss that drop.
Anyone in the chat, man, feel free to reach out, man. I answer all DMs. I appreciate everyone in this chat. I love y'all. Y'all are amazing people.
Before we jump into playing, you sent us a couple tracks that you really liked out of the beat submission, and I really want to get into those and hear what you like.
Yeah.
But before that, I want to know if you have any specific advice. Let's go from the standpoint first of a producer and second of an artist. I want to hear your advice or words of encouragement for those who are trying to be in a similar position as you.
Well, as a producer, I can say both because it's kind of like the same kind of thing. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like in the beginning, I feel as if in the beginning, man, kill that ego of yours. Do what the fuck you gotta do. Sweep that floor in that studio. You know what I'm trying to say? Fill that toilet paper in that washroom in that studio. Do all that shit. Cause at the end of the day, that shit humbles you. You know what I'm trying to say? I've been in rooms and I've done all that shit. I clean the garbage. I made sure to just play my part. You know what I'm trying to say? Don't think you're the crazy. Don't think you're the best. Lock in, stay consistent, make beats every day. And it's like make music every day. And when the people see you, just stay consistent and just keep on going. At the end of the day, I feel, you know what I mean? Like, cause at the end of the day, like, I'm not nowhere crazy big. I'm still on the same journey. You know what I'm trying to say? But at the end of the day, like, I stay consistent. I always kind of like just keep my head in the right place. I meditate, keep my mind good, and it's like just keep on going. At the end of the day, you know what I'm trying to say? When you give up, that means you just give up on yourself. And I want to say give up on yourself. It's like you could do anything you want to do in this world. Look at me, I'm living proof. You know what I'm trying to say? At the end of the day, like I was sweeping floors, I was doing all the crazy shit that no one ever thought. And then, it's a humble experience, and I'm going up. It's just amazing to be a part of this. It's amazing to be on BeatStars doing an interview. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's amazing to see the people over here like just tuning in, saying, "Kay's a dope person." Like I love y'all, man. Really love y'all.
That's amazing. I guess my next question, I'm gonna open the floor up. If y'all have any questions, I just put in the chat. If y'all have questions for Kato, speak now or forever hold your peace. But before I jump into reading those, what is the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Shit. Like, I mean, when it comes to my music, I'm always different. But one teacher always told me, like, yo, if you're gonna make music, just be different. Just be different and just be you. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you can make 1,000 type beats, and if it's type beats is your swag, go on and be a type beat producer. You know what I'm trying to say? Because you will definitely hit one day if you're consistent. But if you really want to get some eyes on you and people really want to tune into you, you might want to be different and you want to be you and it feels true to you. I mean, just make the music that feels true to you. Type shit. That's how I really feel.
Simple. All right, let me get into some chat questions before we play these tracks. First one is from Cinnamon OG. Kato, do you use Fruity Soft Clipper? I don't know what that is.
Cinnamon OG. I actually do not use Soft Clipper. I heard that it's very good on beats. On some real shit, I actually clip all my music. I make it super loud. I put like everything maxed out. I probably deafen my ears right now, but I don't use soft clipper. No, I don't.
All right. Next is from Tequila. Are we playing beats today? Just checking. Yeah, we're gonna play a couple. I can answer that one.
Yep.
Weighted Keys said, "Did you start out playing any musical instruments, or did you go straight into making beats?"
I can't lie, man. I played the trumpet. I played the trumpet in elementary school, and I was actually good at the trumpet though. I was playing that shit, and then like people was like, "Yo, like you actually could do music," and I'm like, "Eh." So I can play the trumpet. You know
Now
what I mean?
you got to put the trumpet in another track. Now you got to bring
Yeah,
it
yeah.
full circle.
That.
Official K Rose said, "What do you do when you get writer's block or when you're producing?"
Shout out official K Rose. When I do I gotta live life, to be honest, man. I gotta live life. I gotta probably go in the mountains and put my feet in the grass, and get the sun on my body, and then I come back to it. Cause like everything with music is all about experience and living this life, and then I come back and just write about it. Like how people have journals and write in the journals about how they went. I use music as my journal, so that's how I really gotta just.
That's perfect answer. All right, I
Yeah.
think for the questions. So I guess without further ado, you sent over 4 beats. So let me pull these bad boys up just now. And you could tell me which one you want to start with, or we could just go in order.
That's
But
in order.
okay, we'll play like let's see how long the beats are. I'll play as much of it as we can because we do have the
Okay,
time.
cool.
And then you could just share what you like about it.
Okay, cool.
So I think I actually messed up the order. The order is bottom to top, so I'll play bottom to top.
All right, cool.
Local beat, baby.
Homeboy Spasm is beat.
Local beat, baby. Local beat, baby.
It's hard as fuck. Yeah, the space must be crazy, man.
All right. I'm so glad that we have time to actually play through because sometimes we run out of time and we have to cut the songs before we hear
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the. But I want to shout out Local Beats. I'm not sure what this title is. I don't know how to say it. I'm so sorry, but Local Beats, this beat was hard. It was one of my favorites when I went through them as well. So
Yeah. Local Beats, you did your thing on that motherfucker, man. That shit's stupid hard.
what did you like
Yeah.
about this beat?
Nah, man. Listen, the sound that he uses the melody was super hard, and it's mad spacey. So like, whenever I listen to the beats, I love to do my little thing. I like to do melodies and crazy parts on the beat. So it's like the fact that he gave me enough space to vibe out on that joint, super hard, man. I appreciate that. That was crazy.
That was hard. And I think also just because we do have time, if I see questions come up, I'm going to ask them in between songs. So I did see one that said, "Who
Yeah.
is your dream collab, artist and producer?"
I mean, coming from Toronto, coming from Canada, I think we gonna say Drake. We gonna say Drake. You know, what I mean? Like if you can get a Drake Kato collab, that'd be stupid hard, man. I'm gonna make sure that's the best song. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my dream collab.
Fire. Drake Drag beats. I see a couple of y'all are asking how you get your beats listened to. Honestly, it's luck of the draw. So we host beat submissions with artists. There's one happening right now with Callie Rock. If you want to head over to beatstars.world, you can submit your beats. And if she selects your beats, then maybe you'll get played on the next listening room. But these are the beats that were submitted to Kato a couple months back. So we're just going to go through some of his faves right now. All right. So next one is Beats by LMC. It's called Turn Right. So let's give this a run.
You made me get up right now, man.
BeatStars.com.
I'm vibing right now. Yeah, this shit's super hard right now, man. You want a freestyle? Make a freestyle. What up?
BeatStars.com.
That shit's super hard.
You're killing me. Holy smoke.
That shit is super hard. That shit got me dancing. That shit got me up right now, like fucking trying to go crazy.
What did you like about this beat? What
I love everything about that beat. That shit really made me like that spoke to me. Like I stood up. I was over here like, you know what I mean? Like what the hell?
We literally got a whole music video out of you. That is so
Yeah,
crazy.
no cap.
What I've noticed about some of your selections, like even in the music that you make, what again I'll use No Baker, like Yellow Coupe even as a example, my personal favorites. You have so many playful elements in the music that you make, and it really offsets your personality, I think.
Yeah.
Is that something that you look for, like intentionally?
I don't know, man. I mean, shit. I heard the music, I heard the beat, and it just comes to me like this. It just like a lightning bolt, boom, hits me in the motherfucking head, and I'm just like, all right, I know what to do now. That's what it is. I don't think too hard about music. You feel me?
I feel you. All right. Pardon the sirens in the background, y'all, if you could hear that. Next beat is called Pushing Me by Rob Even. Let's go.
This vibe right here is crazy.
Unique.
That shit is super hard. Yeah, that snare go crazy. I didn't mean the beat maker. That snare go crazy, man, for real. Hard, hard.
Admitting. What about this one? I know you've been dancing the whole time, but like,
Yeah.
in the first two. So what about this one? Did you like?
Nah, you see, like I'm dancing because it's like when I hear the beat and I just you press play on that joint and I hear it just does something to me. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I can't sit still when I hear the beat like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, that beat right there. I don't know. I think it's a melody that got me going, and it's like the way he did the drums. It's a little slower, right? But like that beat, it stuck out to me, man. That shit's crazy. I love that one right there.
All right. Well, your last and final pick is by Astro, who's actually a producer that I believe. Let me double check. Let me just open this on the back end here. This is a producer who has somehow wound up winning multiple contests. I don't want to say somehow. Obviously, it's that their beats are fire, but
Yeah, of course.
selected out of multiple beat submissions. Won other contests and stuff. So this is a BeatStars vet as far as I'm concerned.
So
This beat is called Deadbeat.
Astro.
nah, this beat right is super hard. Yeah, that shit, yo. Down right there, man. I already got the flow going on in my head. I'm like, that shit's stupid hard.
Yeah, I was like, should I let this run? It sounds like he's about to give us like some bars, but I put him on the spot. Well, shout out to Astro, shout out to Rob Even, Beats by LMC, and Local Beats for your submissions, and to everybody who submitted to the Kato Beat submission, because there was thousands of submissions.
Oh yeah.
So really appreciative to y'all who are taking the time to like trust yourself, trust your gut, to read what the artists are looking for and really submit based on the criteria. Like it means so much to us, and I know that Kato really enjoyed some of these. So shout out to y'all. With that,
I want to say too, like man, shout out to the four producers. Those beats are crazy, man. I got a flow on every single beat, and everyone that submitted beats, to the thousands of people that submitted beats, I love all y'all, man. Y'all took really time out y'all day to say, let me get Kato on a motherfucking beat, man. And I love every single one that that came through that reached out to me in the DMs. Everyone on BeatStars that making Kato type beats. I love every single one of y'all. Y'all got a place in my heart for life. That shit for real.
That's amazing.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, you've got a community behind you on this side forever at this point.
Love y'all.
Search your name on the platform. You exist on the platform. Any words, let us know. Just give us a recap of where you're going to be next on tour, and give us your final thoughts before we wrap
Word up. So we in Nelson in the middle of nowhere right now, just catching the vibe. Next week we're gonna be in Victoria, BC. Then we got a show with Safe and Sound Festival in Vancouver. And after we're gonna be back in Toronto for a little bit, and then we're gonna be in Europe, we're gonna be in Berlin, we're gonna be in England, Paris, for the first time in Europe. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a vibe. So, if any of y'all are in Europe and y'all want to come to a Kato show, let me know. I'm gonna put you on the list. I'm gonna put you on the list to come see me, and we go vibe out. You come backstage, I'm gonna hug you, every single one of y'all, and show you the love that y'all show me type shit. You feel me? And you know, any last words? I just want to say, yo, everyone that came through in this chat, I love every single one of y'all. Y'all supporting me. You know what I'm trying to say? Y'all part of my journey. Even this is big for me. You know what I'm trying to say? BeatStars, Tia, amazing people. Y'all took care of me. I love y'all. And whatever you got going on in life, man, never give up, man. We could all be on BeatStars. We could all be doing interviews, man. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm living proof. I was sweeping floors. I was changing that motherfucking toilet paper. I was, you know what I'm trying to say? And look where I'm at right now. You know what I'm trying to say? So, yo, keep on believing in yourself and never give up. Stay consistent and make all them fire ass beats, bro. Because we tuning in, we listening. Love y'all.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your energy today, Kato. We appreciate your time, your energy, your attention to everybody who submitted. We're sending you the most love. Wishing you lots of safe travels, lots of deep rest while you're in Nelson, just chilling in the mountains. Looking very much forward to all of the music that you're going to be dropping. Y'all can follow Kato at This Is a Kato Beat on Instagram. Hit him up. He's a joy to watch. He's always in the stories. Shout out to y'all in the chat for your energy today, for your questions, for showing up and, just taking the time out of your day to learn something and learn about somebody else. We really love that. And without further ado, we're going to wrap this and I'll see you guys. The next time I'll see you guys, we're going to be talking to Zane, who we just today closed the remix challenge with. So looking forward to reviewing the submissions that y'all put through for her. And she'll be on the listening room with me next. So talk to you guys in a couple weeks. But be safe. Wash your hands. Still social distance if you can. And later, everybody.